Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 38. And again, this is another first time Friday on a Monday. Good thing about hockey, the third period intermission, it's 1,000,000 hours long, so it's enough time for us to squeeze in a bourbon review. So with that being said, today our first timer just opened it about 15 minutes ago. This is Larceny barrel proof. So Larceny itself, it's a really good wheat bourbon. It's right there up there with we'll say Weller, Maker's Mark. I think honestly Larceny is probably a little bit better than Maker's Mark, just in my opinion. The regular is a 90 proof, so this is a 121. This is a 120 proof, and today this is going to be batch number B521. So mash bill is 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. So Larceny, if you're wondering where it's coming out of, this is coming out of the Heaven Hill Distillery. Again, this is probably, I'm not really a Heaven Hill fan, but in terms of this particular expression that comes from the distillery, again, Larceny is one of my favorites, and is probably one of the most well respected, even the regular 90 proof that they have on the market. So I'm excited to do this one, and when the Panthers are playing bad and the Heat are losing 2 straight, you got to go for the heavy stuff, which is going to be our barrel proof. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. So this is going to be a 6 to 8 year bourbon, and again, I opened this up, gave it some due diligence to breathe a bit, so we can kind of get a better nose profile before we go for our tasting. So get a smell. So I get some caramel, definitely kind of a lighter caramel taste to it, which, with a barrel proof, it leans heavily on that brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, but this is going to be, got some oak in there, nice charred oak. Do you get maybe an almond? Yeah, nice, either like an almond or pecan, I don't know, some sort of mixed nut that's in there. But yeah, this is nice gold color. So this is also the barrel proof's an allocation, but I got it for MSRP, so I paid around, I think, $52, which is not bad for a barrel proof, but this usually goes for about 120 to 140 on the secondary markets, which is, again, fucking absurd. So, all right, let's go ahead and give it a first sip. Yeah, that's hot. That is, you definitely get all 120 proof on that. Very hot in the front end. But this was, so you don't really get it on the nose, and you get a little surprise. So, when you actually taste it, it kind of blew your face off a little bit, but again, it's that first sip. Second sip, way easier than the first sip. Again, it's still good. Again, this is kind of one of the first barrel proofs that we've done where you get blasted from that 120. So it's going to have that spice. Again, it kind of has that tannins, clove taste to it. Again, with that alcohol heat, then it mellows out at the end, towards the back of the palate. You get more of that caramel, that sweetness. I think you kind of brown sugar kind of taste to it. I'm gonna drink it again. It's taking a little bit longer to figure out. This is a really interesting one. I haven't had a barrel proof quite like this before with just really unique flavors in the palate. Usually most of them are all pretty straightforward, and this is definitely off the beaten path. So it's absolutely delicious. Yeah, let's rate it. Price under $60 for barrel proof. So I think that in itself is going to be an 8. Taste. If you don't like that heat, that spice is not for you, but I do dig this. This is good. So taste, I give it 8.5. We'll say this is a solid 8. So that's it for today. Appreciate it.